Hello, my name is Aiden Douglas. I am a Fairfax County middle school student, and I play two sports the most. I play soccer and I play tennis, and I sometimes go out with my dad. Not all that often. I usually play tennis or soccer. But I would like to show you just a quick little recipe for a shake I like to drink after a good workout or practice. Let's go over our ingredients. Right now for this dish, pretty simple. The only thing you might not have in your everyday home is high protein powder, Ensure brand. But what you're gonna need is half a banana. You're gonna need 1 cup of milk, delicious milk, love milk. You're gonna need 1 scoop of high protein Ensure protein powder, protein is good. And you're gonna need half a cup of ice and a blender. You know, you gotta blend it. And those are the ingredients for this dish. Sad. Now, the first thing that you're gonna need to do for any meal is you're gonna need to come over and you're gonna need to wash your hands. Now, if you don't know how long to wash your hands for, just sing happy birthday to yourself 2 times. But first, before we actually get to water, you're gonna need to lather your hands up in the soap, nice and lathery. And you're gonna wanna turn it on, warm water. And you're going to want to put your hands under the water for 20 seconds or 2 songs of happy birthday. So I'm just going to count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Really feel the cleanse. Okay, now that we're done washing our hands, you don't want, wet hands when you're cooking or making a shake. So just come over, grab some paper towels, preferably 2 squares, but my mom yells at me to get less. 1 square is enough, as they all say. But I don't. So just, dry your hands, get them really nice and dry. Okay. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your banana, and the reason I chose bananas, I'm not too big of a banana fan myself, but I chose bananas because you get the nice fiber of the banana, and it's a good recovery snack, but it also adds a thickness to the shake, and that's really important to me. I like a thick, hearty shake after I have practice. So what you're going to do is take the banana and just make a cut. So here we go. We're going to do that right now. Okay, so now after you're done cutting the banana, I'm proud of that, by the way. After you're done cutting the banana, you're going to want to really just mix the ingredients in the blender, and then it's pretty self-explanatory from there. Just blend it. But you're going to want to peel the banana first, right? So take the banana, dig your thumb into the, I don't know what to call this, the stem of the banana, and hear the cracking. That's how you know you got a good tear. You get a good tear. And if you can't, just use a knife. It's no biggie. So peel it off, and then throw out the peels, and take your banana, just very very carefully flop it in there. Okay. Next, you take your cup of milk and you just maybe slowly pour it in there. Slowly, very slowly. You're going to take your ice cubes, right? Everybody loves ice. Ice is crunchy water. So just, pour the half cup of ice cubes in there. This doesn't have to be in order. You can always mix it up as you go. I like a mixtape myself. And then you're going to want to struggle to open the Ensure. And then take open the lid and take your size they give you in the thing. You take your 1 scoop of Ensure, and you know what? It might be easier if you wanted to take just really anything. Scoop it out and level it off, right? Just so that you can be sure you get 1 scoop only. So then, you close it up, ready for next time. So now, all ingredients are delicately placed, delicately. Be sure it's delicate. It has to be delicate. It's not like we're blending these. put the cap on. You don't want anything to go flying. I mean, I'm a kid, I do, but I'm not supposed to. I'm gonna press on, right? And we're gonna do whichever one works better. I choose food processor because there's food in it, and I'm not an expert. I blend it a little bit. Really hear it. Hear it. Okay, nice blending. Once it stops crunching, you know you got the ice. The ice is done. You hear that? No crunch. Done. Now it's pretty blended, and what I like to do is, puree for 5 seconds. Just to get it, nice and smooth. The banana gives it a thickness, and I really like that. But, you gotta make sure it's smooth. And, yeah, then you're done. Then you go over here. You can take your cups. Take your cups. Take your beautifully blended smoothie. And just, pour it right in there. And look at that thick, that thick texture of the smoothie. I really, really like that because I like, thickness in my shakes and smoothies. That's why I like yogurt. And, yeah, now you've got a delicious Ensure Protein powder smoothie or shake. Whichever one works. Okay, so now that we have our two, smoothies or shakes, let's compare it to a common adolescent snack that we all admittedly like to enjoy. Wendy's Frosty. This is a chocolate Wendy's Frosty. And I'm going to start off right off the bat by saying it's frozen. So let's wait a few minutes to let it cool down. Okay, so now it's melted. I definitely didn't use a microwave. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to pour the... Doesn't that look appetizing? You're going to want to pour the Wendy's Frosty right out into the cup. Well, I mean, you're not going to want to do this unless you want to taste test with me. Anyone else hear that, a hyena? Okay, so now we have the delicious looking Wendy's Frosty compared to these nice nutritional healthy shakes. Now, let's bring in our lab rat. Colin, if you want to step in with me. This is our lab rat. We hired him last month out of, he didn't pay his bills, so we forced him under his will to get him here. Okay, so, Colin, if you would like to, do you want to go grab a spoon quick?
Sure. What?
Okay. Now, could you please have a taste of the Wendy Frosty and describe to us what it's like? What it tastes like? What does that taste like?
Chocolate.
Tastes like chocolate? Does it taste, healthy, or does it taste?
No.
Does it taste good or bad?
It tastes great.
Tastes great. Okay, now if you wouldn't mind, could you have a sip of my newly made healthy shake?
Whatever.
What does it taste like?
Like chocolate.
Chocolate? Does it taste healthy or unhealthy?
It tastes healthy.
Healthy? Good or bad?
It's good.
It's good? Now, as you can see, we brought in a totally fun. Act like you did this on your own. We brought in an associate to really honestly tell us whether this tasted good, and he did, and I can confirm. Tastes good. And if I have a taste of this.
Oh, come on, bro.
Tastes just as thick. The texture is the same. But it doesn't have, I like the reassurance that this is healthy. And it tastes just as good. Maybe if you could measure taste, it would be that would be like a 50. And this would be like a 49.9, They're relatively the same. And I like it because I like knowing that, when I drink this, it's not ruining that hard work and exercise that I just did out playing tennis or soccer. I really like that reassurance. And so I would highly recommend this to any adolescent who doesn't sit on a couch all day and play video games. And you can play video games, that's fine. I play video games. But also go outside because it's healthy. And we could all use a little bit of healthy every now and then.